Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines, William Rothschild burned up in his Los Angeles home November 27th, 2024. And in light of our recent discussion about how the term apophenia was created by a Nazi scientist, it only makes all the more sense when you look at a ritual like this. They're saying it's a mystery, but the mystery is easily solved. Now, we have to go back in time. The Balfour Declaration, dated November 2nd, 1917, about a year before the end of World War I. On that document, the Balfour Declaration, which pledges to create a Zionist state, the Rothschild family name is on there. And we've talked about what happened to that Rothschild family member. R.I.P. It was a very Jesuit ritual, as is this. Remember, the Nazis were modeled after the Jesuits, and that's why the Catholic Church and the Nazis the Catholic Church and the Jesuits turned a blind eye to what the Nazis were doing, namely the Holocaust. And for people who don't know, the word Holocaust means burnt offering, but of course it's the story of the Holocaust that secured, with the support of the United Nations, a permanent home for European Jews in Israel. So again, World War, Holocaust, Israel, all connected. A lot of people do not realize, though, that Holocaust means burnt offering. So now here we're talking about a burnt-up Rothschild. And notice, the Daily Mail and other sources had to report that 45 firefighters took just 33 minutes to put out the blaze. Now, what goes down as the historical timeline for the Holocaust is 1933 to 1945. The Nazis came to power in 33. World War II ended in 45. And don't forget, in 33, it's actually when Hitler made an arrangement with European Jews, German Jews namely, to send 60,000 of them to start what became Israel in modern-day Israel. Also, Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, which comes from Kabbalah, which is traditionally Jewish mysticism, but has been adopted by the Catholic Church through the Jesuits, who are into occultism. Anyhow, Holocaust equates to 33. If you're new here, this cipher is listed in the 1926 book by Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. Is just the alphabetic order with numerology applied. You can see H is worth 8 because it's the 8th letter. O is the 15th letter using the alphabetic order. The numerology of 15 is 1 plus 5 is 6. L is the 12th letter. The numerology of 12 is 1 plus 2 is 3. That's how you get the value for these letters. To add up Holocaust is 33. Again, the timeline of the Holocaust. They didn't start reportedly baking Jews in ovens until the 40s, but again, they say the timeline is Hitler and the Nazis coming to power, so that's why they say this timeline is 33 to 45, just like the numbers they encoded in the story of the burnt-up Rothschild. But again, if you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language. They're all in Manly P. Hall's Secret Teachings of All Ages. They're the alphabetic order with numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. Notice how Rothschild banking family, what the family's commonly referred to as, equates to 114 and 129, just like Holocaust also equates to 114 and 129. Holocaust is 114 and 129 with the alphabetic order and reverse alphabetic order, whereas Rothschild banking family is 114 and 129 with the alphabetic order and reverse alphabetic order with numerology applied. And don't forget, 129 is a special number. It's 201 in base 8 counting. And the first Rothschild, who was listed on the Balfour Declaration, he died in a massive 201 ritual, like State of Israel equals 201, like the Jesuit order equals 201, like Jewish mysticism equates to 201. Don't forget, with regards to the Jesuits and the Catholics being behind all this, there's 145 more chapters in the Catholic Old Testament. Catholic equals 145, like David Ben-Gurion, who was the first prime minister when the nation was established on 14/5, not to mention he died 201 days after the anniversary of Israel's establishment. But moving on, the Balfour Declaration anniversary November 2nd to this fire on the 27th, that's 25 days later. Fire and death both equal 25. Again, Holocaust means burnt offering. It's William Rothschild who burned up. Notice his name equates to 87, like the Catholic Church, like Ignatius of Loyola. And don't forget, at the beginning of this year, Jacob Rothschild died at age 87, synced with the 87-year-old Pope, who is still 87. Again, the Pope born December 17th, 1936. Jacob Rothschild who died earlier this year. His name also 87. Their bank is NM Rothschild and Sons, 87. They do it with an ampersand, which is a null value. But same ritual we talked about earlier this year. And died on the 57th day of the year. And Jacob Rothschild died 71 days after the Pope's birthday. Of course, Catholics 71, like the Society of Jesus, like how the war in Israel began 71 days before the Pope's birthday. And on Putin's 71st birthday, again, you run the alphabetical order in reverse, Catholics 145, like Israel established on 14/5. The Illuminati connection, of course. The Illuminati was founded by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt. So, yeah, just wanted to draw these parallels between these two Rothschild deaths this year. And what are the odds that they both have the 87 connection? Well, the Pope's 87. And again, if you don't know who Ignatius of Loyola is, that's the founder of the Jesuits, whereas Pope Francis is the first Jesuit Pope. But yeah, these things aren't an accident. They're saying this is a mystery. I say not at all. I say people need to catch up with what we've been putting out for 11 years. All these mysteries are solved in the snap of fingers. Again, you guys, Jesuits been warned about as an evil order for a long time, and they're known to be killers. And again, there's a reason they went into suppression, and there's a reason founders warned about what would happen if they came out of suppression. We'll leave it there for now, and until next time.